りしようっと。
Hello, 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 hello. All right. Woo. Ooh, something in my mouth. Okay, so we're starting stream today again. Okay, more Arknights story, dude. I did not really want to end. I did not want to end where we ended yesterday too much because, oh man, it got very exciting by the end of yesterday in the story where we are releasing the. Yeah, you rest well, my wife. So, yeah, we're releasing the Psyop Kings. A lot of shit happened last time. They tried to execute a bunch of people. They did execute a bunch of people. That Lieutenant Colonel guy almost got fucking killed. Ascalon, like we started to go on the offensive. Ascalon is holding Manfred at bay right now. My birds are yelling in the background. I don't know why. I don't know why. But that's where we're in the story. I have a glass of milk. Keep me refreshed. Yeah, and yeah, Allerdale's fucking aunt or whatever, servant, I guess, just fucking died. So yeah, we're in a pretty rough spot in this story, dude. I'm very excited to keep going. I've had a lot of fun with the story so far. So no delay, let's just get fucking into it. I don't see any trees, and I don't see any. What's the condition? Some enemies will differ, and more enemies will appear. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe we should bring Milknar. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Oh, just mission. Okay, no reading. Okay, just mission. Okay, that's fine. Now we get the big brain this, so we start out with placing you. I don't really want to place Bagpipe right now. Let's place Spectre. We'll point you up. We will then place Thorns like this. That's not really what I wanted to do, but I ended up doing it anyway. So whatever. So we will place Honeyberry like this. I mean, that's a good way to place her. With Honeyberry placed like that, where does it reach? Okay, it reaches like that. So in that case, we can. I think we can safely place Shen like this.
これこそがイベリアのデストレッツァ。
みんな頑張って。
Do I want to place Scotty Alter here? Ooh, okay. Let's play Scotty Alter like this.
きっと大丈夫だから。
Reactivate your skill again. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna circle you. Not a fan of you at all. I'm just gonna circle you. We're gonna also just, you know, solve that problem right there. Just fix the problem before it has, you know, time to be a problem. Ooh, okay. So let's place Golden Glow here, and we can also place Calcit, and we can remove you, and we will need to place you just for a moment, just to stall. Because we will then... Yeah, these guys get stunned. We'll place Mudrock. Mudrock will just go ham and stun here, I think. Yeah, and Golden Glow will just take care of this entire upper lane. And this lower lane is just, you know, it's getting... It's doing work. Let me tell you what. Let's do that. That's fine. We then place Surfer here. Cool. Yeah, easy mission. Yeah, pretty easy. Once again, not that hard when you use every strong operator in the game. Yeah, pretty damn easy game, dude. Maybe I should like make a video about how boring this game is, then quit it. Damn, not even after sword, dude. We might get so much done today. What the fuck? Okay, so there's some kind of enemy walking down this way here. But it's a circle, so it's like might walk around a few laps. And then it's like a straight line here. Okay. Let's see if this is a story. Yeah, story. 4 years ago. Why did my phone look weird? My phone always blinks when it's like usually something important, but this time it just blinks. 4 years ago. Time goes by fast for your race and your country compared to the Sarkaz. Not long after the Titan that was galed and collapsed, Victoria and Lefanian feasted on its remnants as quickly and ferociously as they could. It has only been a few dozen years, and the Gallic era has long since come and gone. I need to actually practice to read a little slower. But I think a lot of my stuttering stuff like that is because of the speed I speak and read. So I need to learn to relax, talk a little slower, you know, normal conversation speed. You know, don't not be a rap god. You never witnessed Corsica. It's Corsica. Corsica wants battleships and cannons. You have never known Lingonese prosperity and pride. The lands of your father's generation have been integrated into territories of Victoria's most provincial nobles. The uniform you wear is that of high-ranking Victorian officer. The medals you wear are all Victorian. You speak the most standard Victorian as the Londinian nobility do, without even the slightest hint of Gaulish accent. When you walk before me and claim you want to negotiate with the Sarkaz, what gives you the right to call yourself Gaulish? Your Highness, Gaul has not a single city left. The man who stands before you is not a Gaulish man, but a Gaulish survivor. Some of us live in Victoria, some in Colombia, some in Lefanian. We did not choose this exile. We've long been without a place to call home. You wish to rebuild Gaul? or Jowl, whichever way you pronounce it. Yes, just as you and the other Sarkas wish to rebuild Kazdal. 2 centuries ago, the Gaulish Empire Artillery Battalion also surrounded the walls of Kazdal. And now you will speak of yourself in the same breath as the Sarkas? Victoria was in the war against Kazdal too, and from what I heard, the reason you and the military commission were able to enter Londinium was precisely because of an invitation from Duke Cavendish. Then I'm certain you've heard what has become of him. 10 days ago, Duke Stanford stirred up an uprising in Londinium and Duke Cavendish stepped forward to put a stop to his scheme. The Londinium Defense Force joined the battle as well. Too bad, neither Duke Stafford nor Duke Cavendish survived the other's cannon fire. I'm sure you know this better than me. The other dukes are all paying keen attention to Londinium's situation right now. No matter what you are planning to do with the city, you will need new helping hand. This is how you will work with the Sarkas. Correct. As you can see, the Gaulish remnants will fully support all of the Kazdal Military Commission activities in Londinium. In exchange, we only ask that you return the few Gaulish cities to Gaulish rule in Victoria's forthcoming chaos. What good is my promise? A nation's destruction has nothing to do with the number of cities it has. I understand that, Your Highness. But we can't afford to wait for a more opportune time than this. I know a youth vanguard. He once served directly under Gaulish Emperor's guard. When I met him, he was already 60-something. However, the guards had long disappeared during a battle of the 4 emperors. He never got the chance to become a VX vanguard. He told me about the spirited emperor. This episode has too many unpronounceable fucking words, bro. Spirited Emperor, their indomitable fleet, and the troops' idle conversations during mobilization over the decades. He has always insisted on telling his stories in Gaulish. Now he lies in a small sanatorium in the Chep borough of Londinium. I paid him a visit not too long ago, and he already forgotten how to speak. Even so, whenever he sees Gaulish imperial-style architecture on the telly, his muddy eyes regain their former vigor without fail, and he lifts his spasming hands to clap. He will be gone in no more than 5 years. The last generation of Gaulish men who have truly seen Gaul with their own eyes is dying. Your Majesty, you are right. Compared to Sarkas, our lives are insignificant. Our memories cannot be passed through our blood. When the final witness pass away, our memories of Gaul will disperse with the wind like the Empire. When that moment comes, Gaul will truly be lost. All we can do is to grasp at the ashes as best we can. Balliste, fire! Hold the ceiling layer. Do not let them any closer. Defense Forces men. These Defense Forces men a tad bit stubborn, aren't they? Because their leader is still up there. These soldiers really respect their commander. Commander, the Sarkas are here. Rhode Island operators are engaged in battle with them. Back them up. We need to draw the enemy's attention on this facade of a battlefield to the best of our ability. To buy the doctor time. My guess is the mercenaries at Highbury died by your hands. War is imminent. Both you and I know it in our hearts. Ascalon, you were born and raised Kazdal. The general plucked you from a corpse file in Regent and taught you to use a weapon to defend yourself and your homeland. But now, at this moment, when all Sarkas must stand together, what are you and those Sarkas in Rhode Island doing? Are you going to give our information to the Victorians? To a group of outbloods that once trampled upon Kazdal? You betrayed the promise you once made. You betrayed Kazdal. Kazdal is several thousand kilometers from here. During the Civil War, you choose to become Babel's assassin. I couldn't stop you, nor did I have the reason to. After all, you were serving Her Majesty Teresa, the sole king of Sarkas. But what do you serve now? A phantom of the past? The Civil War ended long ago, and now even Her Majesty Teresa has returned to our side. 4 years ago, you were the ones who killed her. And now you will sully her death so dishonorably? Woo, oh, nothing personnel kid. Holy shit, he has teleport behind him. Who's the real traitor? Hmm? Ugh. Oh, should have brought her last time. She just fucks up Manfred. You know how much of a problem this guy was last episode? That's gonna attack cuts through his arts. The two of them have been different since they were small. You learn much of from the general swordsmanship, military theory, and how to play political games, yet Ascalon remains as pure as the weapon in her hand. On the battlefield, she cannot be swayed by any words. Her eyes always focus on her highest priority target. Letty. This blood. A thick, viscous blood red color rapidly seeps out of the ground. It turns into a barrier harder than a wall, dividing Letty and Ascalon. Doctor, the drones have detected another squad of Sarkos fighters closing in our position. No, not just Sarkos fighters. The surging red. Here comes vampires. Had the core and the operators keep their distance. Okay, Doctor. It's pretty much going exactly the way you said it would. He's heading straight for the top of the command tower. The vampire's twisted stubbornness is really giving away his movements. I won't be affected by that, will I? We gotta pick up the pace. Good news, this command tower is very close to the city walls. I've already located the best route to the control area. When are they making her fucking playable, dude? The modern communication methods that the defense forces are using are much easier to take advantage of than all the witchcraft that Sarkos use. I went and disguised my drone's identification code. None of our long-distance signals will be jammed guaranteed. Though drones are very fragile, if they get attacked, that's gonna be all our hard work down the drain. I just hope that Amiya can stall those guys who really know how to put up a good fight up there. You're weak and foolish, Liberty. You know a Sarkos can easily end your life if you choose not to run. I am the commander. This is my tower. My men. They're still here. Perhaps I should consider cleaning them up first then. These arts. The scent. That's Amiya. That was Amiya's arts. I see. The foolish pretender is here. This is our first proper meeting, King of Sarkos. I met you plenty of times before, vampire. Countless Self-Salvation Corps fighters sacrificed themselves because of you. I remember all their names, and their lives won't carry any less weight than they deserve just because you look down on them. So what do you intend to do, King? You use that pitch-black axe of yours to end me? Caster team, sniper team, join me and tear down his blood defense. No time to lose. Seize the target. Oh, dude, Amiya is so much cooler. Like, I can't wait to see her growth in the anime. Like, she really grows as a character all at once. Black lines on bolt darts. She's like my favorite gacha companion. Like, you know how every gacha has like the companion character that will always be like next to like your character? Like Fate Grand Order has like Mash. Granblue has a stupid fucking dragon thing. I hate her. I hate it. Then like Genshin has Paimon. But and then Arknights is Amiya, and Amiya, I really like Amiya. She's easily like the best character out of that type of character, easily. All at once, black lines and bolt darts into the thick blood-colored layer. Nothing has changed. You disappoint me. Countess, you assume the stance of a warrior, yet you deny the necessity of killing in politics. You're even weaker than Teresa. Teresa was a ridiculous one. She tried to have the Sarkos bow down to our invaders, namely Victoria. But the most foolish of her actions was undoubtedly her decision to make you her successor. Focus fire! What a pointless struggle. I hope we get to kill him. I hope we get to kill him. Disperse. Wait, who did that? Right before the tide of blood reaches Amiya, it suddenly slices apart in one clean cut. Hey, it's our friend from earlier! The guy from the play! I see. In addition to the assassin who was your vanguard, you brought another servant with you. Logos is the guy. I am Amiya's employee, not her servant. Banshee. What the fuck is Banshee doing here? Are you perhaps afraid? You think I'm hiding in the shell called Rhode Island? You can refute your relationship with this counterfeit and escape Castle's judgment on its traitors? Your words are always riddled with falsehood, vampire. Although, only for the time being, I took off my Rhode Island elite operator uniform the moment we decided to come back to Londinium. I'm the Lord of the Banshees. Wheresoever I speak, there lies the elegiac court. Bro, they gotta stop with these words. The young it's so hard when it's not voice acted. Like, if it was voice acted, I could like hear someone say the word and just copy what they say, but when you just have to read it, it can be hard. The young Banshee raises his hand. On his dark colored robe, his incantations quiver softly like the first drop of dew dripping down under the morning sun. It is not the crown that I follow. It is precisely Her Majesty Teresa's ideals that have driven me this far. You took her life, and they keep talking about her being dead. What is the current Teresa? Why is this Teresa on their side if she died? What? Okay. That's created, but you can't extinguish the flames that she lit before our eyes. I get someone who has seen daybreak return to an eternal night. Alright. Damn, really? Okay. So, let's place you here. I think we place you here. What the fuck are you? Hold on, pause. When blocked for the first time, devour the blocker depth is greatly increased, but movement speed is reduced. Devoured operator will re-emerge once Devourer is killed. What? Okay, so what we need is Golden Glow out, like, right now. Yeah, let's put Golden Glow, like, right here. Let's place you, like, here. We need to do something here. Okay, Golden Glow, go. Oh, fuck, I made a mistake. Okay, Surfer, you're just gonna have to fix on a mistake for me, okay? It's Surfering time. Yeah, okay, so this is pretty bad. Okay, so this is, like, really bad. So... let's put you here. Okay. We're sort of fixing the problem. Still not very good. So what we do is like, okay, we place you here. I think, okay, hold up. Place you here. We're gonna do this just to keep you alive because I kind of did a mistake. But we then do this. We're then also gonna place Mudrock here. I want to let you devour thorns. I'm gonna let you devour thorns.
みんなと一緒に立ち向かうから
And we're gonna do
皆
this.
さんをお助けする時です
Stone needs to be removed.
私
行くよ
We're gonna have to. It's circling time.
状況は
We do this. Let's get that 2 damage out. Alright, no problem, dude. Okay, new enemy is pretty fucking rough though. That's a scary enemy. I have to really start accounting for the stupid robots, dude. So this is a giant door lies solely in the underground area. There's not a sound to be heard aside from the breathing of those who have made their way here. Of course, death is silent. Not even the most glorious reign can change that fact. The Mausoleum of Kings, just as its name suggests, this is the resting place of all victorious kings. Do you hear something? Nothing besides our breathing. There's no mistaking it. There is some kind of sound echoing throughout the space. Is it a murmur she hears, having woken up her dream, or is it a groan she owes to her fatigue? They are staring at her. Victoria is staring at her. The moment she comes to realize this, a sense of agitation immediately follows. What do you expect? What kind of future are they envisioning for her? She grew tired of these days, on the run long ago, and it has been a very long time since she has last heeded the call of that golden creature. Golden Mane. Come, we need to finish this mission as fast as we can. Rhode Island and the Corps will need our help. Stop. What's this? On the ground. It's too dark here. I thought it was some of that upper crust posh decor. This is blood. Signs of a fight here. An utterly tragic battle. No, this place is a mire soaked in death. A meandering trail of blood can be found having slithering down the pathway and past the gap beneath the door. Or perhaps it has crept its way out of the large door. A trail of blood has long since dried, leaving the shattered bricks on the ground covered in its twisted dark crimson stains. Likewise, there are tattered bolt heads, sword fragments, and craters left behind by arts explosions, all submerged under the bed of dried blood. There are also marks more massive in scale, such as the numerous scars on the door, each one by itself more than enough to tear the silence of this place asunder. Although there are no bodies to be seen, everyone who has seen war can easily work out what transpired here. 2 groups, both prepared to fight to the death, battle each other. Evidently, they got their wish. Judging from the color of the blood, this must have been at least several years old. Several years? You don't mean... The Sarkaz. The Sarkaz died here. I recognize their weapons. They're the same ones as the Sarkaz warriors who attacked the Knights of the Tower and used all those years ago. They're different from the Sarkaz outside are using. Completely different. The blades that the Sarkaz use now are all made in the munitions factories in Highbury, and they're very similar to the standard weapons used by the Victorian army. They're not as crude and nowhere near as barbaric. I still remember the sound of their rusted blades cutting through my fellow knights. They were heavy, and they'd shatter bone before crushing armor. Dagda, are you alright? I'm fine. In the sight of these battle scars was enough to stop me in my tracks. I probably wouldn't have been able to manage a single peaceful night since my escape from Londinium. Vina, the situation is not quite what we expected. The sound hurts her head. They are urging her. They are speaking. The size of kings is still inside. Keep calm and carry on. Who fought the Sarkaz? There's no way to tell. The other side left no traces. If they did, it's likely I haven't seen them before. Mr. Totter, how long was it since you became a mercenary? It'll be 14th anniversary next month. You must have seen weapons from most countries out there. Apparently, but not every country out there. I'm just your garden variety merc. I have seen the weapons of any particular elite forces. If I had, I wouldn't be alive right now. Morgan, Indra. Wait, I probably misread that. I haven't seen the weapon of any particular elite force. Okay, haven't. Morgan, Indra, head back outside the path and stay alert. Secure our evac route just like before, right? I hope I don't miss out on anything good. Siege, we can't act rashly now. Do you hear the battle above us, Dagda? No? I do. This trembling, I can imagine it. I can't go back empty-handed. If the sword will stop all of this, or even just ease all the sacrifice and slaughter, then I shall do it. I do not see this as a responsibility, it's just a tiny act on my part. It's nothing different from knocking out the front teeth of those thugs who come looking for trouble. Vina, Allerdale, you said it yourself. Having taken this step, we can't turn back now. You look pretty cheesed. This was my chance to fight right beneath the palace. I just hope they don't actually run into anything that calls for a fight. You should know what a big sacrifice I'm making for you. If someone whacks you in one go, you got a friend to yell at the others, right? My silly Hannah. Do you remember how Vina looked when we first met her? How could I forget? She was real cocky. She was tiny, but she was full of herself. She hardly talked. You couldn't even tell when she was angry. But when she fought... Who do you reckon taught her how to fight? She said it was her teacher. And I thought she had some brawler from Norport for a teacher. Then you found out who she was. And it all made sense. Probably a knight with muscle for brains. Seriously, though, aren't the princes and princesses all meant to wear frilly clothes and have trouble running? What kind of teacher would have her fighting like she's facing a wild beast? When she first told us who she was, I thought she was having a laugh. Vina wouldn't kid about something where life and death is concerned. I thought it was a new gang looking for trouble with Glasgow. But it turns out it was an operation to assassinate the heir to the throne. Huh. They were pretty tough, huh? Tough. I thought it'd be a lot more fun to follow the crown princess on an adventure than living in the thug life. Besides, the princess has got a special place in my heart. Before I knew it, they were following Vina out of London. This is weird exposition. Wandering the world with her and making it back here. Now, if the heroes in the legends had a choice, they'd rather lie down on the sofa and gulp down a cold beer. Wouldn't you agree? Having second thoughts? Of course not. You come this far already. I started on my memories already, and I'm going to make a huge. I'm gonna make a huge with the books. It's called The Legendary Vina and Her Legendary Mates. All I need now is a publisher. With your sorry vocabulary, forget it. Vina said it was cool. This reminds me of that pub that we smashed the sign of. That was the first battle we won with Vina leading us. That night we drank all the booze in their cellar. In the end, Baird carried us back to the lorry, one by one, and they drove us home before the police got there. Are you bloody daft? I was the one who carried you on my back. Baird was so off her trolley, she tried to steer the loo, and you wanted her to drive? Yeah. All I'm thinking is, no matter where we are, we can still come together and make a name for ourselves, right? Even if it's just taking over a pub from the other gangs. Say, Hannah, we went back for days already. Why hasn't Vina so much suggested paying Glasgow a visit? The key. Before we left, the doctor gave me this key. The doctor told me that Cal Sit negotiated for this. Only this can open the door that leads to Mausoleum of Kings. I know this key once belonged to a Draco. Allerdale, do you know where the other key is? The other key. The key that belonged to the Aslan royal family. It too can open this door. And it should have passed to her by her father, but she has never seen the key herself. Why ask me that all of a sudden? I just remembered another legend about the Sigh of Kings. With the sword in his hand, the Aslan Padisha tried to conquer the last swath of the foreign land. The Draco King's fire arts flew straight towards him. His armor burned away in the flames, disappearing in purplish drops. However, his sword was far harder than his armor. The moment it pierced the Draco King's body, only half of Aslan Padisha's sword remained. And so, the Draco King lived, and Aslan Padisha lost its right hand. After Draco and Aslan signed their treaty, the sword was reforged, and it was since become the symbol of Victoria's centuries-long glory. My ancestors once nearly killed a Draco King, and now I hold the key to the Red Dragon's descendants, to open the door to the Mausoleum of Kings. Here it doesn't matter whether one is Draco or Aslan. One is only Victoria. Dude, Dracos are like really powerful. Which once again is why I'm excited to have Tallulah as an operator so she can power creep Surtur. The door opens. It's much easier than she imagined. It's so simply as though everything was already in place, awaiting only this tiny push from her. Dude, I need to get better at reading. Whoa. The Mausoleum of Kings. Dude, this is like a Dark Souls, like, where's the fog gate? Dude, it's like you were walking up to like fight like Lord of Cinder or some shit. Holy fuck, this is cool. A millennium of Victorian history surges towards her. The Aslan who left only to return. Oh my days, there! God damn it! Okay. Next mission, let's go. Ooh, we're getting salty. Okay. Oh, this looks mad annoying. So... okay, so clearly there's an enemy that goes all the way from here to like here, I guess. Or maybe they even go from here to here and then someone goes here. But basically, we can't place... We need like a real like lane holder for this part here. I assume it's the ghosts. Oh, we really need also, it's like, okay, so the robots are also probably gonna pass through. Okay, let's just go in and see what we can do. These filthy rebels have been added since Sudian. Bring out the massive metal things of yours. Even the self-propelled cannon? Dargo, there's still lots of our men up ahead. Send them a signal. Ever heard of a danger close? You know how wide its attack range is? They won't get away in time. That's their problem. Our warriors know how to survive on the battlefield. Over there, a movable mechanical originium cannon. Ah, fuck, they're gonna nuke. Damn it, we're getting nuked again. God damn, okay, Mudrock, tank the nuke. You know the drill. What the hell is this? There's no normal artillery shell. Did Castle have some kind of advanced research institute I've never heard of? And in such a short time too? How did Manfred manage this? Control area, crap. Doctor, these artillery shells got arts that jam my drones. Like I said, Londinium's system is easy to crack, but Sarkov's witchcraft is tough. Doctor, we'll take it from here. Well, Feist. Everything's set the way you wanted it. The engineering team will make sure your drone will fly free. You got an idea? Disclosure, these original cannons were assembled in our factory. So, you aren't planning on taking them apart right here and now, are you? Huh. If we were vampires, we definitely could have given it a shot. Too bad, most are just normal craftsmen. but we know what we made with our own hands. We know how to target their weak points, to create an opening for our friends who can actually put up a fight. After all, this is how engineers can put ourselves to use on the battlefield, isn't that right? This zipline, you're gonna climb onto that? Your drones will function as normal if we get to the cannon under control, right? In theory, that's too risky though. We're working together here. I need you and the doctor to help us lock onto the safest landing. As the cannons echo in the air, Feist focuses on the battlefield before him. He sees not the fierce sarcasm, but the machinery by the conveyor belts he's the most familiar with. The thunderous sound of the enormous machine movement is no different from the rhythms he knows so well. He will take back the city that belongs to them, his own way. Phew! I always wanted to see what a battle from above it. A battle from up above. Isn't this the perfect chance? Giant machine ambles down the street. Compared to its colossal form, the men on the battlefield, maybe the Victorian or Sarkas, are almost insignificant. Its footsteps cannot be halted, its gaze can easily melt the blocks. It is practically the ruler of the steel jungle. Yet it suddenly lets out a wail. From a blind spot, in its vision, a dozen grappling hooks launch into the weak points of its neck. Immediately thereafter, several dozen figures climb onto its back via the zip line. Doctor, we got it under control. Snipers, eliminate nearby hostiles. Understood. Caster, strike. On it. Look at you, Banshee. You won't allow even a single drop of blood near you. Every drop you control contains your witchcraft. Oh, the curse of the Banshee. Since we have the Banshees here, Banshee's been as boring and uninteresting as you. Since when have the Banshees been as boring and uninteresting as you? Damn, learn to read, bitch. I still remember how they flew through the dark night, blowing their bone whistles. They mourned those lost to the wastelands with their sharp, sorrowful cries. At the same time, they mercilessly dug their pitch-black fingers into the skulls of those pitiful souls. Banshee. That is what a Banshee is supposed to be. They have always been the hunters that the vampires admire the most. On the battlefield, we fought alongside one another with fear as our weapon, taking the lives of our feeble enemies. But the Banshees of today have lost their way. Your kind has locked your true sleeves behind the attire not unlike what the Lefanian casters wear, decrepit and pretentious. I'm afraid you are the one who's lost your way, vampire. Time does more than relentlessly erode the lands, it shapes life as well. Why not take a look at yourself? Your form has long since changed. You are no longer as you were. What a significance the form of my flesh takes. Your flesh is like my robes, is the true form in which we walk the world. The roots of the royal court may have rotted away long ago, but the royal court as it stands today, with its canopy raised up high, remains unwilling to fall to the ground. How pathetic. That which is dead continues to draw nutrients from the barren soil, denying itself the chance to receive new life. So this is your true goal? The smile disappears from the vampire's face. Next to him, the boiling blood settles into a stasis for a brief moment. A faint tremor can be felt beneath the ground before the floor above it starts to shake as well. Blood marches forward. Operators, hold! The battlefield below us. He suddenly realizes he has stayed here for too long. Letty is far from the only weak point in the command tower. While both he and the vampire had their attention drawn to the King of Sarkaz and their old acquaintance, Rhode Island, the Self-Salvation Corps have very likely been drawing ever closer to the information they need. This was Rhode Island's plan all along. They stood no chance of quickly defeating him and the vampire. They simply wanted to buy themselves time. I must. You're too late. Yes, he is. He can sacrifice an arm to escape from Ascalon, but the thing that's truly stopping him is a sea of blood before his eyes. The Sanguinar has already been angered. They're all trapped on this battlefield. Banshee, you dare to plot the destruction of the royal court, the very manifestation of Sarkaz's heritage. earth-shattering surge of blood envelops the entire command tower. The Rhodes Island operators and defense force soldiers are all moments away from being submerged. That is, until a shapeless force divides the Red Sea of blood. I do this not for destruction, but for my salvation. Do not let your memories behind you. Release yourself from your pride. From the olden days, old Sarkaz King. Oh, he's drawing the script! It's nice to finally see Lois and Askel in action. Yeah, it's fucking sick. The Sarkaz have changed. The Sarkaz must change. By the way, welcome to the chat, by the way. I hope you're enjoying it. It's just me reading the story because I'm a fucking nerd. Thanks for yawning. Under his bone pen, golden incantations write themselves loop by loop. I can't wait for this episode and for episode 10 to be animated. Episode 10 was probably my favorite episode. I'm a story enjoyer too. Awesome, dude. There's so few of us out there. I can't wait for all of this to be animated. I'm so excited. Okay, I gotta read through this, or this pencil noise is actually gonna grind my eardrums. Heating its master to rage, the pool of blood rises from the floor. The walls and his head and charges the floor, the walls, and his head and charges towards the unapproachable young banshee, as well as those he is shielding. All because the Lord of the Curses has already set the rules upon this high tower in a foreign land. Doctor, the control tower. Okay. The situation is intense. It's getting crazy up there. Make her playable! God damn it, Hippogriff. She was the first live 2D character in the game. Make her playable. Anyways, that'll be closure rant number 5, I think. Anyways, phew. Looks like they managed to stall that scary guy. Doctor, the drones have reached the control area. Gonna start hacking now. Give me an ETA. How long will that take? Yeah, give me an estimated time. Half an hour. No, 20 minutes. Doctor, I know me and the core guys are having a tough time right now. Trust me, I wish I had a couple more pairs of hands, too. A gigantic machine lets out another growl. The previously silent cannon begins to rev up again. What is this cannon gonna look like in-game? What just happened? The men on the cannon are under attack. There are hostiles in the distance. He's dead. It's the Sarkaz. That's the fucking Confessiaris. No idea what kind of art those Sarkaz are using. What is Shining doing? She was at the dinner table, talking about Liz. And now the Confessiaris are here, so I wonder what Shining's status is. All of a sudden, I just couldn't breathe. Confessiaris witchcraft. These Sarkaz are their guards. When one has one's life depleted by the witchcraft so quickly, not even medical arts can save them. Have fights to evacuate the cannon surroundings with our fighters. But then a weapon will go out of control. Again. Our men's lives are precious. I'll destroy the berserk weapon. Yeah, just ram into it with your forehead. That's all you need. Look, like, if we just have Mountain or someone just grab Clovicia and just chuck it at the cannon, they saved, bro. They saved. Commander, I'm feeling much better. Commander, are these your arts? No. This light is mobile. Compared to mine, yes, it's much warmer. Look, someone just appeared behind those Confessiaris guards. Who's that? White horns, black robe. Is that a Confessiaris? The Confessiaris. She's fighting the Art of Sark. Oh, it's Shining. Oh, there she is. Doctor, that's Shining. Did you ask her to come here? She's doing this of her own accord. I knew how bad a Shining could get, but this is my first time seeing her fight for real. How do I put it? I'm starting to understand why she avoids fighting so much. Bro, if she ever pulls that sword out, it's over. Madame Confessiaris, you came to the fight after all. Once again, you went against our leader's will. If my actions are under his control, wouldn't that make my departure hardly meaningful? Do you really despise our leader so much? No. I never despised him. I only ever despised myself. The guard's mask splits, allowing his final expression before he succumbs to the reflected. It succumbs to be reflected in the sheath of the Confessiaris sword. Shining gazes at her opponent. Her eyes are both calm and sorrowful. Once again, the final flicker of a living flame has been burned out onto her blade forever. Alright, Shining's with us now. Sick. Okay, what's the situation on the roof? This is where like the boss battle is happening. The mist of blood is rapidly evaporating under the power of the witchcraft. Oh my eyes! Countless beams of black energy are shot through the fissure torn open by the witchery. The tides of blood that shroud the command tower have receded a little. Huh, I hope we get to kill this guy. I want to kill this guy, so I can't even say his fucking title or name. I can't even say it. Sanguinarch, or some shit like that. This guy killed Elshi. I hate him. Your swordsmanship, not bad. Your Highness, we must finish this quickly. Don't disturb me. The blood roars forces Manfred to take a few steps back. Dude, Manfred is getting so bullied this episode. He was like, you know, the big boss of last episode, but here in this episode, he's just been getting bullied. I really wonder what Mandragora's status is. I like kind of presume dead, but Misery did like presumably save her. I'm not sure what happened to Mandragora at the end. So I'm interested to see what her role in the story will be if it continues at all. Ascon's armblade follows him closely. He knows she won't let him get away easily. I believe Misery saved her. It's assumed that she saved her, but I don't know. I haven't got him. We haven't really seen what happened to her after that. It's assumed that she was saved. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know if her role in the story will continue. It'll be interesting. Dude, her role in the story in episode 10 was so fucking sad. She just kept taking L's. Like she just kept losing. It just, oh my god, I felt so bad for her by the end of that story. Like holy shit. Even though she's kind of an annoying boss, but whatever. A red bolt of lightning flashed across the clouds above the command tower. Bro, stop giving, oh my god. Wait, how am I supposed to say this? Okay, hold up. We got Germans. We got any Germans? Hold up. This is the Tikas Wurzen. German here? Alright, okay, rate my pronunciation. Tikas Wurzen. That wasn't bad? Okay, thanks. Of course you know, because I know your arm blade. A signal. You're contacting him. I mean, yeah, we don't have much time. Right, as long as we bring Letty with us. Watch your defense. The vampire's power is far greater than this. What a waste of blood. A battle before was far more enough to satisfy the vampire. He turns his attention to Victorian soldiers hiding nearby. What? You can't. They'll be fine, Letty. Soon enough, I shan't even need to keep you alive. Lieutenant Colonel! Lieutenant Colonel! Ah! The soldiers can no longer speak. They fumble their way to the vampire as blood sprays out of their spines, one stream after another, heeding his orders in their arms and legs, marching forward rapidly. They have received the Sanguinarch's blessing. Really challenging the pronunciation this episode. Do it to your heart's content. Blood doesn't dry simply because of death, it will only flow faster thanks to your futile actions. I need to when I say his lines, I need to be a bit more pompous. His soldiers no longer follow his command. He watches them advance and advance until they reach the edge of the rooftop. His arts are so fucking scary. We gotta kill this vampire, dude. He's no good. The Sarkaz's fight will soon destroy this place. Their eyes do not even see the normal soldiers who are in flux between life and death. Most of the soldiers are Victorian. They are entirely different upbringings than him. They remain oblivious to his objective and the deal he made with the Sarkaz to this very moment. They simply followed him here, to the edge. He knows he shouldn't have moved. The vampire Manfred would have been in no hurry to kill him as long as he hid in the far back. But he still wanted to catch those soldiers about to fall in the depths below. Ugh. Black energy beams. Lieutenant Colonel Letty, I can feel pain in your eyes. You think of yourself a gaulish man. You revere a massive phantom of the past. You want to take hold of it and bring it back. But you really believe that Sarkaz's word? You really believe that your dream to reveal the Gaul is possible? You are afraid, sir. You pretend you still have control because you don't want to face the coward who wants to flee the war. You force yourself to believe that all the sacrifices you're making are for God. By the way, Amiya, really, you know, just speaking of invading privacy, like, I know you're this whole empath thing and stuff, but, you know, I know he's not on our side or anything. Really invading this man's privacy. Like, really, gotta respect boundaries at some point. You force yourself to believe that all the sacrifices you're making are for Gaul. But you can't forget the eyes of those men you deceived, who you called to their deaths. You are the young lord of fiends they spoke of. I am. And I am your enemy. Yes. But you held me back. You don't want to see me die here. They call you the Lord of Fiends, the King of Sarkaz, but all I see is a kind, gentle girl. That's our Amiya right there. An intense pain suddenly seizes her. This isn't doing it of the Libere before her, nor is it the original arts of the vampire or Manfred. After all, this isn't an attack. Amiya, oh Amiya. A voice calls out to her. A voice as soft as snow, white feather quilt that has been set out to dry in the sun. Is it Teresa? Amiya lifts her head. The sky above her comes smashing down. The thick dark clouds surge toward her, engulfing her from the top to bottom, like a tight, suffocating embrace. Doctor, Commander, you've taken back control of the cannon. 10 minutes. Give me just 10 more minutes. I'll take care of them all. Phew. Doctor, for the first time these past few days, I think we just might be able to win this. Miss Closure? What's up? I really wish you hadn't said that. You're thinking I must have jinxed it. Holy shit. Holy shit! Doctor, what the hell? My surveillance drones alarms are all start blaring at once. Holy shit! Come on, say something. Going all quiet like that is really freaking me out. Wait, that's... Oh! Calvin! Oh shit! Fucking ex-wife and the spinal cord has appeared. Growls in warning. Calcit. She isn't buying us time, huh? Doctor, you aren't trying to tell me that... Okay. Naxderer came back early, are you? The old well is here. Ah, she arrived. She got their fucking flying, fire-breathing, true damage killing monster. We can't lose now. Their advance must have been silent, otherwise someone was sure to have noticed that they had broken through the walls and crossed half the city. These footsteps are nothing but a sting. Okay, so we have Shining, Calcit. Wait, is W here also? Because last time we saw W was with Calcit, so is W my wife gonna show up? My wife W? I hope so. By the way, okay, look, as number one W simp here, I just want to say, Hippogriff, stop putting my wife in fucking outfits and not releasing them as skins. Why the fuck did you put her in that Persona 5 fucking Joker skin? and then you did not make it, like, available in game? What the fuck, Hippogriff? What the fuck? And also, her new story outfit. Her outfit in episode 10 and episode 11 looks great on her. It looks fantastic on her. What the fuck, Hippogriff? Why are you not allowing me to access that? You son of a bitch. Okay, W rant over. Over, whatever. That makes me so mad. These footsteps are nothing. By the way, fuck, man. Speaking of, well, speaking of nothing, actually, but of, like, future stuff, like, dude, and I'm so excited for Anniversary 4. I'm so excited. I've been trying to dodge spoilers on it, for when that event comes up to global, but God, it looks so cool. It looks like it's gonna, like, be really lore heavy, which, you know, I'm hype about. These footsteps are nothing but a signal that penetrates the heart of all those on the battlefield through a trembling ground. Every street their eyes can reach is filled with Sarkov's warriors. We're going to fucking space! Yeah, exactly! We're going to fucking space! I'm so hype about it. Also, that snake woman, Holiek, has invaded my my private space, my Twitter, my YouTube, literally my everything. That woman has infected the entire Arknights community, including myself, and has done irreparable damage to my psyche. And quite frankly, I'm very grateful for that. Anyways, I'm also very excited. That smile, that's the smile that broke. You know, like, remember when, like, what was it, like, fucking, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, right? When, Kim Kardashian's butt fucking broke, like, normie internet. I didn't give a shit about it, because, I mean, I don't know how much Botox they, you know, how much synthetic material they pumped into that thing. So I didn't particularly care. But I remember when that shit came out, that everyone was freaking out about her butt on that magazine cover. I feel like Arknights had a similar reaction to Holiek smiling. It's a very similar mental breakdown happening with that smile. Out to hug Mulesies, same. I'm really looking forward to that anniversary. And I'm also really looking forward to taxes. We're getting taxes soon. I'm very excited about, so, okay. Texas was the first 5-star operator I got in this game. God, if I did not have her, man, I would not get as far as I did. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for her altar. I'm really, really excited for her altar. Altar looks fucking nutty. Her altar looks like you can just solo the game, bro. Like, it's just a quick read-and-play starter. It's insane. Anyways, let's get back to reading. I'm gonna just take a quick sip and then we go back to reading. Every street their eyes can reach is filled with Sarkov's warriors. The shadows cast by dark clouds above cannot engulf them. After all, they are the dark shadows themselves. They are the ones who engulf the land. Alright, mission done. Oh, no, wait, mission hasn't even started yet. I was like, oh, mission done. Fuck, no. Okay, we're still gotta do the mission. Okay, so, what exactly? Okay, so I think we gotta put you here. By the way, I am not trying to have a challenge run. I'm just, in case you're looking at my operators and go like, man, that looks a little easy. I'm not trying to have a challenge run, alright? So, I'm curious, where are you headed? You're headed over there. This is the brute force squad? Hell yeah, brother. And you are, man, okay, this is gonna suck. Okay, how about, okay. It's circling time. I should not have played Circer. Oh, it's circling time. Let's place. I think it would place like this. That's good. Oh, don't you just love an easy mode? I think if we put you here, we put Scotty Alter like here, that should be fine. We will then, I think, it's good for us to place you here. We can place Monster. We can place Monster like this. I then think we place Bagpipe like this. We will then just fuck the tree. Just absolutely devastate the tree. Absolutely just end the tree's career. Monsters are... Oh god, oh god, oh god, I made a terrible mistake. Terrible mistake. Place you here. Golden Glow. Golden Glow here. I made a terrible mistake. I made a terrible mistake. Oh god. Golden Glow, you hit something. Let's start circling. Oh god, what have I done? Monster retreat. Circer. Do Circer things. Spectre Alter. Fucking go. Okay, so let's just retreat you. We can place you. Yeah, this is just terrible. Oh god, okay, this is okay, this is going terrible. Okay, so we're gonna have some problems. Yes, retreat, retreat. What fucking... Wait, okay, hold up. What else can I do? Oh god. Oh god, this is terrible. Wait, I can't place you! Oh no, you're sucked! Oh no, you're sucked! I can't place you! Okay. Alright. Okay, this is a mission. Okay, alright. Okay, so let's investigate. Forrest got mobbed, he got sucked! Alright, let's read. Okay, so the issue here is these fucking missile guys. Terrain and enemies on different places. Okay. So these trees or whatever, we can just nurture these trees. Then we can do the same thing with the monster and stuff here. The real issue here is figuring out... You know what we can do, I think? I think if we place Spectre Alter here. I think if we place Spectre Alter here, in this block, she can tank and potentially even... I think also, if we place Spectre Alter here, we can maybe place Golden Glow. Like if we place Golden Glow on this block facing up. Place Golden Glow in this block facing up. You know what we could also do? Potentially. If we bring Horn along, like if we bring Horn and then position her to like fire like here. And then she can like probably kill these guys. That's what I'm thinking. Like this seems like a good Horn map. Well, I don't know. Before we start swapping about, let's just try the strategy. Just we put Spectre Alter like down there. Okay, so yeah. Elysium here. We just wait for the guy to show up. We place Golden Glow like this. Now it's circling time. And it should just fucking kill, right? And then we just place like this.
治療はみんな一人は
Golden Glow will help to kill. We'll place Gaudy Altar here.
楽しむべきよ
私に指図
Retreat
する
you.
信号は即戦
Do this with you. We can place you here.
続ける
We can place monster here to take care of this tree.
どんな苦境でもみんなと一緒に立ち向かうから
I think also if we... okay, you know what a mistake I made? I think it would be better if I placed thorns on this block, but fuck it, we'll just deal with our mistakes.
整えてリラックス
Okay, good. Honeyberry is doing her job. Let's place Bagpipe. Okay,
おはよ
Spectre can now kill this guy.
思考を明晰にするは戦術
We can give Spectre a shield. We can activate Golden Glow's ability. Now this is gonna be a problem. Okay. Spectre Altar there. I think what we can do is that we can place you here.
信号は誰が戦場
Activate
で旗を武器に
this.
するんだよ
Not a fan of current circumstances too much, but I think it's about time we remove Elysium. Okay, cool. I think it's surtering time over here. Oh god, okay, so
敵を死にし
みんな頑張って
I thought, okay, Forns, it's Fornsing time. Bagpipe, it's bagpiping time.
バグパイプ波状棒と共に前へ
Awesome. Okay, now this is all kinds of problems. Okay, so it just fell apart. It kind of just fell apart. Okay, so what we need to do... Okay, so what we need to do is...
オペの準備を
Man, these mobs are fucking tanky though. So I think what we need to do is like... I think we place Thorns here. And then this is a rough mission though. There's like a ton of enemies. Specifically like the annoying ones. But I figure our strategy sort of worked. So you want to like... place Thorns here, I think. And we'll reach here. And it'll be able to like help pick these guys off. Alongside Golden Glow. After that... I think... Okay, so the issue we gotta really solve... That we gotta remove Elysium sooner. So that we can place Shen like... I think we should place Shen like here. I think that's what we do. I think we place Shen here. And then face her upwards and shoot out all the ghosty boys. I think that's what we do. Okay, let's try it again. I think we got this. We got this. This is a weird mission. I think we should change out Scotty Alter though, because I don't know what she doesn't really contribute anything. Who do we want to like add in place of Scotty Alter? Do we add like an actual like real medic? I think adding like a real medic might like actually help. So let's think. Sorry would be good. Maybe we want to do this. Maybe we want to grab like Suzerain. But then the crying emojis will start showing up, and I don't want the crying emojis. Any AoE medic is great. Yeah, like I think about just like bringing on where the hell are you? Yeah, I just bring on Ptilopsis. You know what we can do
新た
also?
なデータを パッケージにビルドしました。
We can also, if we just replace W skill, we haven't been able to place W,
は誰かしら。
but I think we bring Pitilopsis instead of Scotty Alter. But I like the idea of like of Spectre Alter like doing the. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. I think we have the first half figured out. It's just the second half we gotta clean up.
出発だ。
So we'll put Elysium here this time.
信号は即戦即決。
And I think we also place Golden Glow up here.
どんな手を使ってくるかを
For
確認でき
starters.
るまで気を抜かないで。
We then, you know, it's Surtering time.
私に察し。
We can just activate this as soon as possible. Get Mulberry out on here.
治療目標発見。飛び降りるんで
And
す
she
か？
reaches here. So you want to place you here.
戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
Okay, remove you because you're not useful right now. You can place you like this. We'll place you like this.
治療法を見つけた。
And we'll place you like this. You can tank for a bit, it's fine.
敵を死にした。
Don't think I want to activate her skill just yet.
ヒントじゃないよ。
治療法を見つけた。
Okay, I think it's deploying Calcit time. You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
治療法を見つけた。
分かった。動き回る。そうすればお互い。
おやすみなさい。
Okay, deploying Calcit time. Oh shit. I forgot bagpipe. Okay, so now we activate your skill. We remove you.
リラックス。
We will have to... We'll put bagpipe here.
ドキドキする。
Okay, Spectre Unchained dead. But it'll be fine. Let's place you here.
ロックを。呼吸を整えて。リラックスして。
Golden Glow, fucking have fun. Alright, okay. Wait, who died? Who died? Oh, fucking Calcit died. Oh, shit. We can place you here.
待機中、ダークを壊滅しうるは勇猛さ。
命令を。
初期化完了。ご指示を。
Okay, now we do this.
悪くない。
And now it is
私に指図。
Surtering time.
呼吸を。
Golden Glowing time.
今日はご機嫌。発ユニット起動します。
Hey, we got it, we got it! We got it!
起動。
こちらチェン。こちら火力で一気にせ。
Hey, we got it!
呼吸を整えて。リラックスして。
Don't celebrate yet. Don't celebrate.
指定の座標に到着。
Don't celebrate. Why are you not dying? Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Okay, he's dead. Holy shit.
素晴らしく連携された作戦行動であった。
Why are you not dying?
よくやった。
That was a rough mission. That was the hardest mission so far. No story. Yeah, that's wild. Okay. No story. Okay. So, okay. So I want to think here. What I want to do? Do I want to end stream here? It's a shorter stream if I end stream here, but We have about covered about the same amount of stories to do in usual stream. Or do go one more? Do I go one more, or end stream? Since you're new here, Klotzkop, you get to decide. Up to you, I guess. I don't know. Only has okay. What 1116 only has an after story. Okay, well that settles it. We'll do one more. Okay. What can we expect from here? Okay, so. Okay, so typically, when it comes to these, they're gonna walk like in a fairly like. So I assume that they're gonna go in like some like this manner, like this. Okay, no, this wouldn't make sense, but this would probably be like somewhere like this. Roblox stage, no spoilers, dude. It's fine. Okay. If it's no roadblocks, then we want to force them to walk through here. Elysium, my boy. You can be here. Dude, reading is hard, okay? Like, you expect me to read, bro? Like, what the fuck? We can put bagpipe here for starters. Dude, do you think I why do you think I have to like read the story? It's practice, bro. They never taught me this shit. I could get you to go like a long way, so like I don't know if this is like what I want to do, but I could just make him like converge here. You know, Scotty Alter would be really good right now. We'll play Spectre the Unchained. You know what we need? We need a quick redeploy. I just realized we kind of really need a quick redeploy. But let's just place you here. Yeah, I should have really brought a quick redeploy for these guys. Shit. Yeah, because now you're gonna fucking eat my girlfriend. Monster, go! Alright, cool. Oh, I didn't notice he died. Okay. Monsters. Deep colors. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. That's why that's why I need a quick redeploy. So that I can just, you know, feed them. But this seems like a fairly easy mission. Oh, the doggos are kind of evil though. I think what we do is that we just replace. Actually, I do not need to replace you, but actually, I'll just place thorns like. We can place thorns like here. You know, I'll just feed you my girlfriend. We'll activate Golden Glow skill. And then we can just do this and should be fine. Golden Glow is so fucking strong. I'm so glad I have her. S2 doll is sorry. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe do I even have Kaz? I don't think I have Kazamaru, actually. But I was thinking about bringing Phantom. I was gonna bring if I'm gonna bring anyone, I'm probably gonna bring Phantom. All right, these statues. They're the kings of Victoria. Phantoms roam here. Not the spirits of the dead, but the shadow of history and memory. Their voices have become clear. Alexandrina! They are familiar and warm, as though they came from a forgotten corner of her memory. Did you remember where we got the key to the Tomb of Kings? I forgot. I forgot. It's been a while. They said that we got it from a Draco. Specifically. I don't remember which Draco though. Like, they said we got it from a Draco, but I don't remember which Draco. Maybe Tallulah? I don't know. I don't know. Tallulah is like out having her own little adventure right now. She did escape prison. It's like how her name was called. It's with Scolding and Love when she lingered long in the garden. Alexandrina! Just look how her name was called with anxiety and urging when she sneaked out of the palace to see what was outside with curious eyes. Alexandrina! Just like how her name was called with pride and approval when she swung her little wooden sword, dreaming about becoming a warrior without equal. Chief way to get access to the remains of Edward Victorious. Yeah, no shot I remember that. Chapter 7 was so fucking long ago. No shot I would remember that. But also, I wasn't that invested in the story at that time. Or what? Okay, I've always been kind of invested in the story, but I'm always like... Okay, here's an Arknight story rant, right? Because I gave Arknight story a shot from, like, episode 0, right? So I always, like, skimmed through the story. And specifically, I've always skimmed through the story. Because they have solved this issue now. Thank God. For the most part, they have solved this issue. But, holy fuck, those early chapters, did they fucking just say the same thing over again, like, 10 times? It was really hard to read. Holy fuck. So, it took a while for me to actually, like, Star Wars, it was really rough. Like, I always paid attention to the story, like, roughly. Like, I would skim through it because they would repeat a lot of tough stuff. But you know, like, what really made me start paying attention to the story more? So, I think Dark Knight's memoir was, like, the first, like, event where I was like, okay, let's actually start reading a story, and I thought it was, like, really fucking cool. But where I was, like, really, like, hooked, like, captured, was the Abyssal Hunter events. The Abyssal Hunter events are so fucking good that they made me, like, go from, like, skimming through the story to, like, I will read every single sentence, like, out loud, by myself, alone, except now in episode 11 I decided to stream it, so now I'm not alone. I'm only mostly alone for most of the time. Under Tidestar was so good. Under Tidestar is so good, especially, oh my god, the Spectre Ultra event was so fucking good. The story, let's be honest, the best part was in the beginning when the old man told Calcit to shut up. That was like, I clapped. But other than that, the part in that story where that Crusader guy fucking stood there holding off all the Seaborn by himself, and he is so faithful. This man is such a man of faith. He's such a turbo Chad of God that even when he died, his corpse was still having that lantern burn bright as fuck, keeping all those Seaborn away. Holy shit, that guy was so fucking cool. And I, like, saluted when he died. That was the coolest shit. Oh my god, that character is so cool. And we got to see the Knight from Granny's Treasure. That plot hook was 3 years in the making. Yeah, it's like, oh man. Yeah, that Knight and everything. God, that event was so good. And also the captain. I think his name was Alphonse. the captain was such a good character, and I loved how he had like this little hunt going, and they all just fucking go around and fucking try to kill this one fucking Seaborn. They're like, why won't it die? And then eventually that Seaborn has a Sailor Moon transformation with that other lady. I forgot her name. That lady, the evil one. I forgot her name. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but whatever. Amaya, yeah, Amaya. Yeah, it was so cool. Also, like, every character in that story was so fucking good. Like, every single character in that story was so fucking good. Irene, like, was a character I didn't care that much about until I played the event story, and I was like, I love this character now. I really like Irene. And her little, will they, won't they fucking relationship with fucking Spectre. Spectre always calling her a little bird and stuff. Yeah, and it's so good. And having Spectre like actually get her memory back and stuff, that stuff's all great. But yeah, that is like, yeah, the Abyssal Hunter story is like, I started paying attention to the story, man. That shit's so fucking good. And and then episode 10. Dude, episode 10 was from the main, it was my favorite like main story episode. Easily. There was just so much shit going on. It's like suddenly you're like this part of town, now you're in this part of the wall. You're getting nuked by Manfred. Misery is running around doing shit. And fucking Mandragora is having her own struggles, and it's just like Horn is like gathering her men and having like this little guerrilla warfare shit going on. It was, episode 10 was so fucking good. Never seen Warframe so this freaked out. Yeah, it's just, man, oh, episode 10 was so fucking good. I can't wait. It's like when I was reading through episode 10, I was like, I can't fucking wait for this to be animated. I can't wait for the anime to get here. Which, you know, I'm really excited about I'm really excited about the next anime season, cause oh boy. I can't wait for everyone to start liking a character and then having them ripped from them again. I can't wait. Yeah, they're gonna experience that again. Oh man. Dude, I remember when I was an Arknights baby, like years ago, right? Arknights baby years ago. I think yeah, like the fucking Frost Nova story was like the latest story out, pretty much. And I was playing through that, and I was like, man, this character is so cool. I like her so much. And actually, like, I loved reading through like how the companionship between her and the people serving under her, like that part of Reunion. Or I guess the Yeti Squad. They weren't. They referred to themselves as the Yeti Squad. I loved like reading about like their companionship and stuff, and I was like, man, I really like this character. I really like her. I can't wait for her to be playable. I can't wait for her to be playable, right? She's gotta be playable, right? Right? Hippogriff? Yeah, and then that happened, and you know, rest is history. I can't wait for people to experience that. The Yeti Squad is such dork. Yeah, I love the Yeti Squad. The Yeti Squad was like, they already did this like a little bit. We're trying to like paint the perspective that the Reunion or like people with Tallulah aren't necessarily bad people. They are doing something wrong, but not every one of them are like, you know, evil. They don't just lash out for no reason. There's like a very clear reason for them to like act the way they do. But like the Yeti Squad, I feel specifically, at that point it's sort of really cemented. It's like, oh no, these are just people. Yeah, they are just people. On like just another side of this fight, and it's unfortunate that we're gonna have to clash the way we are. And I feel like that part also really matured me as a character. But yeah, oh man, yeah. All right, let's keep reading. Just like how her name was called with pride and approval when she swung her little wooden sword, dreaming about becoming a warrior without equal. Alexandrina! But who is calling her like this. The statues of Aslan and Draco kings are displayed here. By the way, this area looks so fucking cool. This could easily be a Dark Souls area. Like, this is the walk-in. This is like you walking towards the fog gate to fight the boss. Easily. Here, this is the Elden Ring DLC right here. Here's your grandfather, Frederick III, conqueror of Gaul. By his side, it's his mother, Elizabeth the Glorious. All in the procession begin treading lightly. She is searching. She knows it is fruitless, but her eyes cannot help but search. She stops before one of the statues. It was never finished, leaving behind only a rough silhouette. Chisel marks can barely be seen, and an elaborate robe has yet to be liberated from the stone. Where the face should be, there is only a blur of rock with a light hint of ice. The crown on the head hints at the statue's position. By tradition, Originium arts is not used in the creation of these statues. They are results of years of hard work by royal sculptors. His Majesty's passing was sudden. Dude, fucking making dude, those stone statues that like the ancient Greek and the Romans used to fucking make or whatever, dude, those shit like, damn, those were really good. Anyways, His Majesty's passing was sudden. I know, His Majesty's burden was heavy, politically and tangibly. The Empire was saddled with war debts, and declining Draco hardly welcomed continued Aslan rule with open arms. No matter how others might assess His Majesty, Father Knight did not feel that he was inferior in any way to the kings who lie here. Perhaps Allerdale. I don't remember. Maybe that's how he looked in my memories. Alexandrina! Was it him calling? Or all of them? The statues do not look the same. Something looked solemn, others look kind. She finds no image of them in her memory, but feels some kind of connection between them deep down. The only ones who may style themselves Victoria are the monarchs of Victoria, and the heir to the throne. Therefore, she is Victoria, just like them. She looks away. Compared to the vast glorious Victoria, she is more familiar with the tiny taverns of Norport Borough, the scalding bitterness of cheap ale, and licking a sour lollipop after a fight. Hey, sour? Dude, she got taste. She turns away. And that, dude, people are, I don't know, there's not enough good sour candy in the world. Like, I don't know about Germany, but here in Sweden, there is not enough good sour candy. And also, there used to be good sour candy when I was a kid, but then that shit became pussified with a bunch of sugar. Fucking sucks, man. In that moment, she spots a shadow behind the statues. 2 arms. They all grab their weapons. Looks like we found the ones who left the traces. Sarkov's bodies. Hundreds, if not more. Must have decomposed into skeletons, but their clothes tell us they were Sarkov's royal court elites and Confessiaris guards. Frankly, the word elite is an understatement. A fight with any of them would be a desperate struggle. Who were they fighting? She feels Allerdale's breath grow heavy. Bronze continues to glitter in the shadow of the corpses. Even history could not rob them of their color. She keeps moving forward. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my god, that looks so fucking cool. The Knights of the Empire never back down. One after another. Swords, fire, corrosive arts, an entire suit of armor is covered in dried blood. Arts imbued Pila over 5 meters in length impaled their torsos. They kept formation, they fought on. Nothing could defeat them. Not the royal court, not the Confessiari. Not even death. Suddenly, she understands. She understands why the sound of steam has not been heard in Londinium for the past 4 years. This is where the Steam Knights were. Steam Knights. Allerdale stumbles. Siege extends an arm to hold her. Are you alright? I'm fine. It's just the air. I think back to her steam armor in Cumberland Manor. Yeah, she lost her steam armor in the fire alongside Elshi, and that steam armor like meant a lot to her. And now there's just all these broken down Steam. It's like, damn, it's looking at corpses, dude. They were always defending no matter the cost. They were Steam Knights. They carried the glorious banner of Victoria. No. No. The noises screech, roar. Is it sound of the steam gushing when the knights charge? What is this emotion so potent that it threatens to break through everything? She closes her eyes, the emotions confuse her, but the conclusion is clear. They were betrayed. What? It's clear from the layout of the bodies that the Steam Knights were the attackers and the Sarkas were the defenders. Ridiculous, isn't it? This isn't a story of how Steam Knight defended a symbol of Victoria to their last breath in the face of an overwhelming Sarkas tide. It was a trap. The knights stumbled into an ambush that the Sarkas prepared for them. An ambush that the Sarkas set in the Mausoleum of Kings. Sacrilege! How did the Sarkas get in here? The key to the Mausoleum of Kings is only... No. We handed it over to them. The traitor, Duke Cavendish, or the clown, Duke Stafford? No. No Steam Knight has been seen for 4 years. They were all here. One or two dukes blinded by ambition could not recall all the Steam Knights to Londinium. They were betrayed by all of Victoria. So that's what happened to the Steam Knights. Fuck. The Burning Palace, the Golden Mane. She could not shake the images ever since she set foot within. Dude, the fucking Victorian nobles are... They have to go. You know, once we're done with... Okay, look. The Sarkas, the Shard, all that shit, like, pretty bad, right? We gotta deal with them. But the nobles gotta be killed. We have to get rid of the nobles. They are a liability, to say the least. Yeah, it's like... Dude, the fucking dukes, like the... They are so frustrating. It's just... Even the Sarkas are like... I can't believe they just let us in. Like, wow. Wow, they're stupid. Like... Once this is over, the dukes have to die. Like, I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. They have to die. They are... As long as they live and have any form of power, they are a liability to this country. Like, holy shit. She could not shake the images ever since she set foot within. She hears the angry roaring of a man, plots being whispered in the shadows. She hears laments and curses. Frenzied cries, fateful announcements. Roaring, scolding, sobbing, sneering. She hears drip. The sound of tears falling. Siege? These Steam Knights. Dagda tries her best to suppress her sobbing. The girl who called herself a knight has never cried, no matter how desperate the situation is. But now, tears are flowing down her face. I don't understand. I don't understand why. Siege walks up to her and puts her arm around her trembling shoulders. I'm sorry, Dagda. I was wrong. Victoria is more than just parliament and the nobility. It's you and me as well. There are still people willing to cry for them. We don't have too much time. But if I'm still king to you, then let me give an order. Just this once. Dagda, Knight of the Tower. Salute these men who held their glorious banner high even after they were betrayed. Fucking salute, motherfuckers. Salute the Steam Knights. These motherfuckers got ambushed and they still took down every damn Sarkas down with them. Fucking salute. Salute them as a knight would on our behalf. 30, 31, 32. So many suits of armor. They all died here. Her gaze sweeps over each and every suit of unmoving armor. She salutes them one by one. Even though those wouldn't died years ago, even though she's holding a strange metal claw rather than a ceremonial sword, she performs the proper rites in accordance with tradition. You're a knight too? I was. I used to be a knight of Victoria, just like them. A knight of the Tower. Many see it as no more than a noble title. Yes, we had no one left to defend ever since His Majesty left us. Silly, isn't it? A bunch of pompous knights guarding an empty palace. All of us, as we stood upon the tower, knew that the palace behind us was empty. We could only see lights coming from the city in front of us. I heard you're the heir to somebody important, but it sounds like being a knight of the tower isn't a particularly attractive job. My mother was a countess of Manchester, but all my family has left is a lonely manor in a border city. Your mother loved you. She left you with a backup plan. She thought that you would be safe with the knights of the tower without a king to protect. My master told me that a king would return and the knights of the tower would wipe away their shame. Until the Sarkos army smashed open the doors of the tower with their weapons. The Sarkos didn't do anything to the palace, at least not openly. They didn't want to give anyone excuses, but they couldn't tolerate the existence of the knights of the tower. We tried. The bulk of the knights of the tower went with His Majesty. All that was left was a few master knights and a bunch of self-exiled pariahs. But we tried. We brought shame upon ourselves once. We couldn't do it again. You weren't born when the old Lion King was hanged. You don't put this burden on yourself. But I swore an oath. I was one of them, even without the king's blessing. They tricked me. They decided that I was to live before they made their final charge. Master Finn was seriously injured when he sent me out of the tower. I could see blood seeping from under his armor. I never seen such an expression on his face. He said it was liberation. He said it was an end to regret and guilt. An end to the long years of ignoble existence. He never asked what I wanted. I wanted to die with them. Life can't be so easily thrown away. Dying is simple. All it takes is one bolt, one thrust of a blade, one infected wound, one tiny little piece of active originium. Living is hard. Living is a constant struggle against the feeling that dying is a way out. You walked a long road and made good friends. You didn't let your elders down. You did well. The veteran mercenary pats Dagda on the shoulder. It's a touch of a stranger, but it reminds her of the warmth of her long-dead comrades, how their palm gently touch her head and shoulders like this time and again. She never had a chance to mourn them, all those years away from Londinium. The war's not over. It's not yet time to reminisce. But as she gazes upon the broken armor of the Steam Knights, all the memories of the last battle of the Knights of the Tower gush to the surface. She does not understand why is the end always like this, when there are so many people who love this land. Why must the heroes fade away quietly in the dark? Why are they never triumphant? She can't take it anymore. Cry if you need to. The others can't see with me standing here. Todder's being a real bro about this. Oh man. The suits of armor remain silent around them. Please don't call my name. I don't know. You look nervous, Allerdale. Do I? I wonder. How do you feel about the Steam Knights? They couldn't stop what happened 26 years ago. I don't know. I don't really care. But someone by the name of Gawain told me that there were no Steam Knights in the Londinium at the time. Parliament sent them away. But they did nothing when they returned. What do you think then, Allerdale? I can tell you, I really revere the Steam Knights. Revere? I don't know if I can say that. I was thinking, Sir Charles Lynch was the last Steam Knight to be knighted during His Majesty's reign. There were no new Steam Knights in the 2 decades following. Was it a warning? Or the price of a struggle that no one knows about? Did the dukes have their blades pointed at each other's throats? Dude, fuck these dukes, bro. Perhaps the betrayal had already started by then. I can't imagine what kind of slow death it must have been. Victoria killed itself. The voice mutters in protest. Siege pretends not to hear and repeats calmly but strongly. Victoria killed itself with its own greed, ambition, and desire. Will you wipe the slate clean, Your Royal Highness Alexandrina? The voices fall silent. They are waiting for an answer too. I'll do what I must. Hey, okay, good story. Damn, good story. Yeah, oh man. Man, that was good. Okay, that's definitely the last one I'll do for... What is this a story mission? Ah, fuck, whatever. We'll do this tomorrow. Maybe, I think tomorrow. I should be back again tomorrow at 8, unless something steps. Woo! Hey, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. That's really cool. Cool, we got Dagda. I try to catch tomorrow. I'll see if it's tomorrow. So like, I told some friends I was gonna do some stuff with them tomorrow, so I'm not sure. And hold on, let me look at the calendar. So if I am on tomorrow, it's gonna be at 8. But if you don't see me at 8, then I'm not gonna be up for tomorrow. I'm busy with something because I told some friends I'm gonna be doing something with them. But either way, if I'm not back tomorrow, I'm back on Friday at 8. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, let's call it there. I'm really liking this story. It's really good. Let's do some stuff. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for yawning, man. Like, sincerely. Like, usually, people that join the stream are people that, you'll love the next one. I think I will. Usually people that join the stream, for Arknight stuff, I stream other stuff also, and then we have more, strangers pop in. But, generally for Arknight stuff, it's usually just, friends will pop in to check it out. So having strangers pop in every now and then, it's cool. It's cool. I really appreciate you popping in, and we get to geek out about the story a bit. So thanks a lot. Yeah, you're awesome for coming along with that. Anyways, I'm gonna go and probably shower and take care of myself for a bit. And you have a continued good night. Goodbye. Bye.